Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, there seem to be some issues with YouTube and the algorithm. Now I should say up front, please like and subscribe, ding the bell, and if you haven't seen my videos popping up on your feed recently, come to my channel and look. I am posting stuff every day, but it doesn't seem to be getting to the subscribers, and that's a big issue at the moment. Now, I have a very small channel. I started off along with all the other comic book sort of pop culture sort of people around 2016, 2017 when everything was shifting and changing. But I didn't really play into all that, and I just wanted to make videos and talk about stuff. I sort of was a bit of a protest channel against the new Trek shows and Discovery, but I wasn't really looking to make a business out of this or to make money out of this, so I didn't. Other people, that was like, you know, their intention and the plan, and they had it all very well organized, and they grew and they hired people and they expanded and they became their own little industries, which fed their base and all this stuff. And apparently now those people are having problems. A lot of these bigger channels are not getting the views they should be getting. If their videos were going out to their subscriber bases, they would be getting much higher views, and they're not. And there seems to be this idea that the algorithm is not sharing people's videos and is not promoting people's videos and is doing other videos instead. That they are preferencing other channels, mainstream channels that are now coming into YouTube. Once upon a time, the commercial channels used to laugh at YouTube, and now YouTube is huge and has been for a while, and there are a lot of channels that are getting more views than cable channels and streaming services and network, you know, so they've started to open up all their own channels, and supposedly now they are getting preferenced, and people are being shown the videos YouTube is being paid to show them, or that YouTube wants them to watch, not the videos from the subscribers have actually subscribed to that they want to watch. And at first I was seeing this in my own channel. My views have dropped down to nothing. They were never high, but they were fairly consistent, and for a while, and I'm really seeing a huge drop. And my subscribers, I've actually gone into minus. I've actually lost a couple of subscribers, which is the first time ever. I'd always had a consistent amount, and then I had peaks where I had like hundreds more in that a day, and then, you know, but I always had, you know, a minimum, and now I've gone like below that, and now like the other day I looked and it was actually -1 subscriber. I've never seen that before. So things are definitely changing now. I first wondered, is it my channel? Is it my content? Because I sort of thought, well, I used to be a protest channel for Discovery. Discovery's gone. And not long before it was gone, it was sort of established that it was in a different timeline and universe. So a bit of the wind went out of the sails for the Star Trek, New Trek haters, because part of the issue was that it didn't go with canon and it didn't fit in with the other shows. But once it established itself as a different timeline and sort of a different universe, which we all knew anyway, it sort of didn't matter as much. I thought maybe it's just that. But I'm still talking about what's going to happen to Star Trek, you know, with the Skydance merger and all that. So I've still got Star Trek videos coming out. Madonna, I did a lot of Madonna content back in the day, and she's kind of retired on some level. She doesn't seem to be doing anything, and doesn't seem to be interested in doing anything. So there's really nothing to talk about with her. So I sort of thought, oh, maybe it's just that. But then I sort of noticed other people saying the same thing, and it's a sudden thing. Something's happened in just a couple of months. And that's the sort of suggestion that's coming forward, that they are actually preferencing the commercial channels that are now coming into the YouTube space, trying to get all the views that the YouTubers used to get, who are watching YouTube because they didn't want to watch the commercial channels. So it's just a typical thing where the people with money try and, you know, get people to, you know, buy their product when they don't want to, and they use money and influence to, you know, sideline the people who actually are producing the content people want. So now it's not affecting me in a huge way. Like my channel was demonetized a couple of years ago, and that did automatically see a drop in my views and subscribers, but it stayed consistent after that for like years. And I was demonetized for political reasons and other things. So it wasn't like I was doing anything bad on the channel or anything like that. And they mocked me by saying that they demonetized my channel because I was using other people's content in my videos, which I don't. You all know all my videos are just me talking to the channel. So they were just mocking me by saying that was the reason, when the reason was they just decided to cancel me. Because a couple of videos I did, and I know this happened 5 minutes after I put up a particular video. And there's another issue as well that was an issue. But that I've already done videos about that. But I just noticed this was happening, and at first I thought, it's just my channel's not as interesting because the subjects I was talking about have changed and shifted over the last few years. But then I saw that other people are having the same issues, and these are bigger channels. And some of these channels are hurting because they literally have gone from tens of thousands of views down to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 views for a video when they used to get like 80,000 views, stuff like that. And these are people who, they were making so much money that they started to hire a staff. And I remember hearing and realizing that that's what people were doing, that I was sort of trying to compete with people who had a writing staff and an editing staff and all this, and I'm just trying to do it by myself, like for fun, for a hobby, and just for to have a voice and express myself. And these other people are treating it like a business and setting up an infrastructure. Now these infrastructures are not getting the money that they were getting because partly I think it was foolish for them to think they'd always get those views anyway, because it's very fickle. But when you've got that many subscribers and you're constantly feeding them what they want, you in theory should be getting more. So there does seem to be something sus happening here. I'm glad it's not just me. It's not just I'm suddenly, making bad content or something. So yeah, I had to talk about it for a minute because, like I said, I'm seeing other people talking about it, and it's not just me. It's a thing. It's definitely happening. It's just, why is it happening? The algorithm certainly seems to change, but was it changed deliberately to pander to certain people and certain politics, or did it just happen that way? Are people more interested in well-produced programs? And YouTube started off being just people talking to the camera like me, then they started to produce their own channels, like a TV station with videos like professional videos, and now people expect that. So now when a commercial company comes in with high quality, videos, are they naturally going to attract more people than people just talking to the camera like me? Or at least trying to create that aesthetic, even though they actually have like a whole team behind them now from when they first started just talking to the camera. I'm not sure, but I just had to talk about it for a minute, and I'm curious what other people think. I find it a little bit upsetting because, I only have like 5,700 and something subscribers, but I was expecting to get to 6 without any real problem. I wasn't sure if I'd get to 7 or 8, but I thought at least I'll get up to a nice even number, get close to an even number. But my subscribers have just slowed so much. So yeah, I would suggest if you do watch this video and you do watch my videos, to actually go to my channel and look for my videos, because you're probably not going to have them pop up in your feed. And the only interesting thing about this for me also is I notice kind of the opposite at some level. I watch The View every day. They have they broadcast, they publish their actual show without commercials every day, and a bunch of little chopped out little clips from that show each day. So I watch The View every day. Never shows up in my feed. Never shows up anywhere. I always have to go to their page, go to their channel, and go into their videos, and then go down to find the video I want. It never gets suggested to me, and I watch that every day. So clearly they're not showing me what I want. They're showing me what they want me to see or what they want me to watch, and it's other things from what I actually want. So I have to go looking for the videos that I actually want to see constantly. And I'm like, this is not an experience only I'm having. Other people are experiencing this, where the things they've subscribed to and they want to see are not coming up on their view, on their wall or whatever, their feed, and it's other things that are coming up that YouTube wants them to watch, or YouTube is being paid for them to promote. So I just find it all really weird and kind of sad, because I feel like YouTube is kind of dying, even though it's so huge. It's not that, they're taking the U out of YouTube, as someone was saying, and I feel like it's actually the case. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, maybe ding the bell, check my channel, and let me know what you think in the comments. I always answer my comments. I go to, I select the, comments I haven't responded to, and I make sure I answer every person, because I say, let me know what you think. So I'm going to answer. And I can do that because I am a small channel. Some of the bigger channels, even if they wanted to do that, they couldn't. So I enjoy talking to people. That's why I put the videos up, to express myself and to share that with other people, and to know that opinion's out there, that people can find it if they actually look. Once upon a time, they used to just get it. Now they have to look for it, but at least if they're looking for it, they might find it. And I get to respond to people, comment, and it's just something I just enjoy. So I still do it. I don't need to be making money out of this. I do it for fun. Other people are talking about just quitting their channels because they can't profit from it anymore, and they can't maintain the quality, and they can't maintain their staff and everything, and it's affecting a lot of people, more so than myself. I'll still be here plugging away for free, even if I'm getting like 1 view and no subscribers. But there's other people, they can't afford to do that. But I'm going to go. Let me know what you think.